Alright, hi guys, here's the cooking portion of what we're doing. I wish I was there, alright, because I love the interaction with you. I love to see your faces, but you know what, for right now, this is what we're going to have to do, okay? So I'm going to do a little bit of cooking for you, and I want you guys to go ahead and, and pay attention and take a look at what I'm doing, alright? Then after this, I got a little special for you, okay? You're going to actually be able to try it, even though we're doing a little bit of distance learning here, and we're doing a little bit of virtual cooking, okay? I've set it up so you can try it, okay? So what we're going to do is I got a bunch of different ingredients over here, all right? I like to come out and I like to do something that you can do at home. I like to do something that's simple, okay? I like to accentuate the simplicity of cooking. Okay, so I got some basic ingredients, all right, and I use basic ingredients because I don't want you to get confused between the technique and, you know, the ingredients, okay? If you're trying to wonder what the ingredients are, you're not going to know what the technique is, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do these, and I'm going to show you the ingredients. I'm going to do my own camera angle, so hold on one second. Let's get right in here for you. Let's see, there you go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to be doing what's called a saute dish. Okay, high heat, small amount of fat for the majority of these. I want to show you how to make one sauce first, okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a little bit of white wine. Alright, this is a pomodoro sauce. I'm going to turn that heat right up. Okay? And what we're going to do with this is we're just going to reduce this down a little bit. Okay, so we can cook out the alcohol. You don't want that wine taste inside there, all right, but you want to have that nice flavor of the wine. So a little bit of white wine, we're going to reduce it down. Does everybody know what reduce means? It means to make smaller. It means I'm going to take this, I'm going to cook it in half, okay? But while that's in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some garlic, just a little bit. Right here, just like so. And I'll show you this as I go along. See what I got going on over there? A little bit of garlic, a little bit of wine. Alright, as that pan's heating up, okay, a lot of people are like, wow, that's a lot of garlic. But guess what? It's not a lot of garlic. Okay, if you took raw garlic, you put it in your mouth, you're going to be like, oh, that's hot. That's horrible. That's, you know, but your breath's going to stink, okay? But if you roast garlic, you cook garlic down, it tastes wonderful, okay? So we're going to start off with a little bit of that. Now I have some crushed tomatoes, okay, differences. Right here is that these are kind of like a little bit, it's more than a tomato puree. It's a little bit thinner than a tomato puree. And then I also have some diced tomatoes. Alright? The reason why I do this is I have, the combination between the two make an excellent sauce. Okay? Alright, so wherever you get your tomatoes, mine don't come seasoned, so I'm going to add a little salt and pepper. So we have salt, pepper, garlic, very basic. Very simple. Now I got basil. Okay? I'm just going to break this up and put it right in there. Okay? Why do I break it up? Why don't I chop it? Because I'm lazy. Alright? No, I'm just kidding. I just think it looks more rustic. Alright? And it's, you know, it's easy, it's simple. So we're simmering this down. Now here, we can just turn this down a little bit. And a lot of people when they're cooking, they forget there's a knob over here that you can use. Alright, to turn the heat up and down so you don't burn your food. So I got salt, pepper in here, I got garlic, I got fresh basil, okay? Now, obviously, if we had our own tomato garden, we would take these tomatoes, we would put them in blanching water, we'd score them, and we'd peel them, we'd take the core out of them, chop them up, and cook them down, and that's how you'd get that, okay? This is just canned, or you can just go to the grocery store and use canned tomatoes. What we're creating is called a pomodoro sauce. Alright, it's a very simple Italian sauce. It's not very too intricate, but it's very quick, it's very simple. I also have some cavatappi pasta. Alright, you can use whatever pasta you want in this dish. Okay, you can use tortellini, you could use spaghetti, you could use elbow macaroni. This is cavatappi. They all have different shapes, and each different shape holds the sauce better. Okay, so as that simmers a little bit, turn this one on. Alright, and I'm going to move this over so you can see. I'm going to have that simmering. We're going to bring that down. So now I'm going to take that same exact dish. And here's the whole theory of cooking, all right? You take one dish and then you add something else to it, and it creates another, all right? So we got our pomodoro sauce that's going on over here. It's getting all happy. I'm getting happy. You're getting happy. All right, now we got our different sauce. We're going to do a saute dish. Saute means high heat, small amount of fat. You can take a look at this. Not very much oil in there. Just want to coat the bottom of the pan. All right, so I'm going to change that sauce. I'm going to take that sauce. We're going to do the same exact thing, except we're going to make a little bit of difference. So we're going to get this high heat, small amount of fat, all right, to jump. It doesn't mean that we're jumping in front of the pan. It means that we want to get that pan nice and hot. Okay, so what I have is I have some olives here. Catamol olives. I got some green olives. All right, I also have some capers. Some caper berries that are here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making what's called a puttanesca sauce. Have you ever had a puttanesca sauce before? Well, if you haven't, it's really good, and you're going to have it pretty soon. All right, so my high heat, small amount of fat. I go ahead and I add my olives in it. You hear that sound? All right, that's what I mean by saute. A lot of people do that in the restaurant. You can learn, different ways. A lot of people don't do that. If you put it just in the pan and you put your sauce in there, you're just boiling it. Okay, there's different cooking techniques that when you have all that flavor in the bottom pan, that's what you're looking for in the sauce. So you can see I got my olives inside there, just like so. I'm going to add some capers in here. All right. Capers are like a little pickled berry. All right. Once again, I'm going to go to my garlic. Now you see that? How it's going? Saute, the jump, high heat, small amount of fat. We're just going to go ahead and toss that around. I'm going to put some garlic in here. So now we're on the basic same ingredients that we have in this sauce right over here. Reducing down. I'm going to shut that down because it's almost done. So now I got garlic. I got my capers. I got my black olives inside here. Catamol olives. Nice, flavorful olives. Capers. This is a nice sauce, okay? Now I'm going to add my wine just like I did before. Then I'm going to add my tomato puree. Or crushed tomatoes, I should say. And then my diced tomatoes. Alright? I'm not going to add any salt and pepper as of yet. If I decide I want to taste it. Because what these olives are brine, so they got salt in them already. Last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and add my basil. Okay? And this is called a puttanesca sauce. Alright? So puttanesca sauce literally translates in Italian to lady of the evening. Okay? No, I'm going to let you guys decide yourself, okay? You're going to be like, what is Chef feeding us here? Prostitute sauce? No, it's not. What it is, what they used to, in olden days, in Italy, wives used to make these sauces for some of the fishermen. They used to go on long voyages, okay? And the whole theory was, and generally this will have anchovies in it too, but I didn't put anchovies in it because people go, oh, anchovies. All right, so it's fine. So you can leave the anchovies out, but it's better with them in if you have it. But so it would be a nice pungent sauce, and it would be great, and it would be hearty, and they would eat this. Okay, so when their husbands went out, they wouldn't kiss any other women. All right. So now I got my basil inside there. All right, and I got my garlic, and I got all those flavors are stewing. We're gonna go back to this. All right. I'm gonna turn that on. Just let that sit. Now, in the restaurant, we have all our prep done, just like you see here today. I'm gonna add my pasta to this. Okay. What we're doing is called cooking with judgment. All right? What's the difference between cooking and baking? Does anybody know? Well, baking's a science. It's a formula. All right? You can notice I'm measuring everything out very carefully here, right? All right? This is cooking. Okay? I'm cooking with judgment. All right? So here's the difference. If I'm baking, all right, and I have to measure things out because it's a science. Okay? If I put a handful of baking powder in a recipe, what's going to happen? Okay, if I put a handful of peas in here, right, what's going to happen? Well, I hope you like peas. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and toss that. That's getting nice and hot. Okay, salt, pepper is already inside here. okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Turn that right up. And if you guys have ever been to an Italian restaurant, you guys will take a look at the pasta section and you'll be reading it. You'll be like, wow, these are like some funky names. What is it? What we have here is I made a pomodoro sauce for the first one. All right, so this is cavatappi pasta. So you put the two together, cavatappi pomodoro, okay? Just fancy Italian words. All right, so once again, I add my Parmesan cheese to it, a little bit more. Give it a toss. That's what we're left with. Cavatappi pomodoro. Now, we're going to go back to a different dish. And I want to put another pan because I'm not all done with you guys yet. So we got our puttanesca sauce. Same way, I'm going to get my cavatappi again. We're going to add that cavatappi right inside here. All right. And we're going to give it a little flip just like so. Oh, it's going to be all beautiful, all right? So we got all the same flavors that are in this dish that are now in this dish, okay? Except for we had olives and capers, so it's got even more flavor to it. And you can see I just want enough sauce to coat the pasta. I don't want to make it like a soup, okay? Because we're going to reduce that down. Once again, we're going to finish with a little bit of cheese. And we're going to add that right in there, just like so. Give that a toss. Once again, just a little bit more cheese. Alright? And as you go along, have a spoon with you. Test the flavorings out. Make sure you like it. Try to keep that one inside the pan. Alright. So now, I got cavatappi puttanesca. Alright? So we're going to change this all up on you. I'm going to get you all confused here. Not confused. It's very simple. It's very easy. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Going back to that saute word again. Remember? High heat, small amount of fat. Means to jump. Okay? So I got other different ingredients. I got some broccoli. Alright, I got some peas. I got my basil. I got some chicken nuggies. Now, here's the thing. You could go ahead and do this dish, okay, with maybe pulled chicken off of a roasted chicken, okay? Add different ingredients to it, okay? It's a matter of the sauce and the cooking technique. I just got chicken fingers because, you know, I walked right in the store. I wanted to show you how simple it is. You could use dinosaur shape if you want. I don't care. All right, so I'm going to add my chicken fingers to this. We're just going to brown those up to it. All right. And as we get going, we're just going to go ahead and get that going. Okay, so has any of you guys ever had Alfredo before? Okay, I'm going to warn you. This is a little disclaimer, okay? Tears are going to become running down your face, okay? And you're going to be like, oh my God, chef, this is so good. I can't even look at you right now. You're like a cross between Fergie and Jesus, all right? So, progressing with our Alfredo sauce, we're going to go ahead and we're going to brown up our chicken. I got some broccoli. We're going to go ahead and add some broccoli in here. Alright, sauteing. You hear that sound? High heat, small amount of fat. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of cream. This is a low-fat dish, by the way, okay? This is heavy cream. Booty-doo, just a little bit, just like a touch of heavy cream. There you go. That sounds good. Alright? Hey, I've been eating it for years and I'm fine, okay? So, we got our heavy cream here. We got our chicken nuggets in there. I'm going to season this up a little bit. We're going to go back to that word reduce again, right? Why are we going to reduce? We're going to reduce that cream. We're going to make it smaller. We're going to bring that to a simmer. In the meantime, I have another pan getting hot, and I'm going to show you with the rest of the ingredients, okay? All these dishes, the whole importance is to know the sauce, and you can make different things out of it. Start off with our pomodoro sauce. We added olives and capers to it. Now we made a puttanesca sauce. This is going to be an Alfredo sauce. So, as we reduce this down, what we want to do is we're going to add our pasta in there so it's getting hot. And once again, we want to have enough sauce that coats the pasta, but you don't want it like soup. All right, so if you do everything up ahead of time, you go ahead and cook your pasta. You get all your ingredients going. You can do this right at home. It's very simple. It's very easy. So I got 2 dishes done already. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to let that reduce over here for a second while I start my next dish. Okay? Chef said that you guys are hungry people, so I'm going to bring it like normal. I just wish it was back to normal, but you know what? It'll be soon. So here we go. I got a little bit of oil. Going back to our saute dish. Now it doesn't matter what you add inside of this dish. You can make it. You can do these sauces with like steak tips. You can do this with mushrooms. You can do this with shrimp. All right. Any ingredient just kind of changes the dish a little bit more. Okay. And how much does a pasta dish cost? You go into a restaurant, and how much are you buying it for? $15, $20 into a nice fancy restaurant. Okay. How much do ingredients cost? Probably $2, $3, okay? So you can see the whole markup, okay, on that. So that's important. We're just going to give this a little mix over here. All right, so now, what are we going to do? Let's see, I got some peas here. We'll throw some peas in there. There's that saute thing again. You can hear it. They're all nice and hot. They're popping up all over me. All right. Fat guys love ham. I'm putting ham in here. Now I'm going back to my chicken nuggies. We'll put my chicken nuggies in here. Hey, let's put some broccoli in there. Alright? And we're sauteing. I'm going to switch these up a little bit. I want to go back to that while that's sauteing. Now, my sauce is reducing down. This is my Alfredo sauce. I'm just going to add just a little bit of cheese, okay? Just a tiny bit here. 5, 6, 7 pounds of cheese. Alright? Here's the thing about cheese. Never leave home without it, okay? You never know when you're broken down on the side of the road. And you're like, oh man, you know, this is horrible. But at least you got cheese. Ah! Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we add our cheese to this sauce. And as soon as we start adding that cheese to this sauce, what's going to happen is it's going to start to get thick. Once again, just a little bit. There we go. I got some. I have a whole bag. Okay. I have a whole refrigerator over there full of just cheese. All right. So my Alfredo sauce, cream, salt, pepper. I got my ingredients inside there. All right. And we're just going to reduce this down. Alright, and as soon as I add that sauce, or I add those cheese, I'm sorry, it starts to get thick. It starts to get lovely. It starts to get pretty in Jesus' word, okay? Over here, I'm sauteing my ingredients, just like so. We're going to move this back over. Okay? I'm going to put a little bit of wine in this. This is going to be called, I said to myself, I said, hey, what if I took this sauce, mixed it with this sauce, what would I have? Does anybody know? It's called a creme rosa sauce, or sometimes it's an olive vodka sauce. I just put wine in there, all right? But sometimes people put vodka in there, okay? I drank the vodka on the way in to work today, so I don't have any, so I just put wine in there. Just kidding. I didn't really do that. All right, so I'm taking a look at this right now. I'm going to add a little bit more pasta to it because it looks like it needs some more for that sauce, just for you guys. And once again, your chef's going to let you try this because guess what I did? I made up a batch and I'm sending it to you by myself. I sent it this morning. I made it this morning. All right? And you guys actually get to try. Because I said, you know what? It's a bummer that I can't be there and show my little antics with you guys. All right? But I still want them to try. This is cooking school. This is what we're here for, to taste the food. All right, so we're going to turn this back up. I got my wine in there. That's reduced down. I'm going to do the same thing as this sauce. Add a little bit of cream. 5, 6, 7 gallons. There we go. All right. I hit the hood. All right. So, I got my pasta. Look at this. That is fantastic. All right, that's reducing down. All right. So I'm going to have a little bit more cheese. I got to add to this. Oh. My Lord. I'm going to start crying myself. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and fold this back in there till that melts down. Alright, it's going to get all happy. This is reducing down over here. Once again, just want to go ahead and give that a toss. Try to keep some inside the pan. Alright, and as that simmers down, you can see how thick that's getting. Nice, beautiful sauce that we're looking for right here. Okay, so I'm going to mix that up even more. So now we're going back to our creme rosa. I'm going to shut this off. Okay, we're going back to our creme rosa. I got my cream in here. Same exact thing except for different ingredients. I had chicken nuggets, all that sort of stuff. That's reducing down. We're going to salt and pepper a little bit. Alright? Now I'm going to add a little bit of my red sauce to it. Creme rosa, pink cream sauce. I'm going to go ahead and add my pasta to this. Once again. Just enough so it coats. We're not taking over here. Alright? We're going to go ahead and mix that right in there. Okay? So I want that sauce to be nice incorporated with the tomatoes and so on and so forth. I'll add some more basil to it. Once again, very simple. I'm using simple ingredients, but look at all the dishes. Okay, we started off with our pomodoro sauce. We added olives to it. Now we have puttanesca sauce. Then we have our Alfredo sauce, okay? Now we have our creme rosa sauce, okay? Or olive vodka if you added vodka, but I drank it on the way in here again. No, I'm just kidding, okay? Look at that. Those ingredients go all nice together, all right? Starts to turn nice and pink. I got basil in there. I'll throw some more garlic inside here. We're just going to mix that up. We're going to let that reduce down again. Okay, make smaller. Every time you reduce a sauce, it gets more flavorful, okay? So there we go. Alright, so as that's reducing down, I'm going to go ahead, cheese, add my cheese. 5, 6, 7, there we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw that in there. Don't worry, I got more. Never leave home without it. So there we go. I got my cheese. And as I add this, it's going to act just like the Alfredo sauce. Alright? And it's going to thicken up. And it's going to get all yummy and we're going to get all happy. We're going to have a little party when we're eating this. Alright? I just get this going here with that first. Alright? And once again, toss that up. Okay? Try to keep some in the pan. Alright, so now my sauce is done. It's reduced. So I'm going to let it go on a little more to get a little bit reduced down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plate these up and I'm going to show you guys how they look. Okay, so hold on one second. We'll come, let's say about right here. There you go. Can't get more virtual than this. Alright, so what I've got is I got our pomodoro sauce, okay? Put some nice big plates on here. All right, just because they're big plates doesn't mean that you have to go ahead and fill the plate. Oh, once again, a little bit more cheese on top. Boom, cavatappi pomodoro. Next one. Our puttanesca sauce. Here we go. Look at that. Right over the top. Oh. You guys are going to be so happy trying this stuff, I'll tell you right now. Okay? Same thing again. We're just going to go ahead. We're going to put our cheese right over the top of that. We don't want to miss a spot. Alright. Now, our Alfredo sauce, okay? Remember, you're going to start crying when you try that. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Yummy. And last but not least, our creme rosa sauce. Pop that right in there. Oh, look at that. side. Once again, these deserve some more cheese too. Oh, right over the top. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay? Let's focus in on this. Right there, we got our pomodoro sauce. Then we got our puttanesca sauce. Oh, there's the Alfredo. You guys are going to try it soon. And then I got our creme rosa. Alright. So I brought these to your school. Chef's going to heat them up for you. They want you to try them, okay? I also want you guys to come visit me at any time, okay? You can still, here in the pandemic, come visit us. Come in small groups. Give me a call. I gave Chef all our information. He's got our cards. He's got some brochures, some flyers, so you guys can get a hold of us. All right, so make sure you come see us.